Hello, my scrappy friends. A big welcome to my YouTube channel today. It's Melinda Sweetman here, and I am sharing my next creation as part of the Cut to You design team. So I just showed you the cut file that I'm working with. It is a crazy cousin crew cut file, and I have cut that in textured black cardstock, and I've used the Pebbles Kid at Heart collection. I used the 6x8 paper pad and the rainbow stripe in that to back that cut file. I have got some super thick smooth cardstock here. I'm using a pink Fresh Studio ink pad in called Persimmon. You can see that I wet that with my paintbrush, and I'm just adding a watercolor wash essentially in the background, and then I use the same paintbrush to add splatters. I'll pop that aside to dry. I've got these 3 photos here, a little like photo strip. That is my eldest child and my 2 nephews. I think I seem to continue to tell the same story, but these 3 seem to just get up to more crazy cousin antics together whenever they're together. I really enjoy watching them together. I love seeing the joy on all their faces. I love seeing my big boy be like their big older cousin who loves hanging out with them and making them laugh. I may kind of tell the same story every time I scrapbook these photos, but I can't seem to get enough of it. So that is the story once again that I'm telling here. Different outfits. The boys are all probably bigger since the last time I told this story. In different words, different circumstances, but yes, just pure joy, the 3 of them together, so I can't help myself. Alright, so as I mentioned, I'm using the Pebbles Kid at Heart collection. Like I said, I wanted to use that orange on my background, and I'm going to do an orange border around the edge of my white cardstock. But I did gut out the centre of that 12x12. That particular paper is called Party Time, and it's got the fun little faces in all the rainbow colours on the back. But I really liked the orange and the grid, so I'm using a layer behind my photo that you can see I'm just distressing, and then this blue pattern with the flowers is also from the 6x8 paper pad, and you can see I'm just tearing that right hand edge. I'm distressing all the edges on everything today, which I pulled out my little paper trimmer here because I thought my edges weren't straight, and as I was doing it I was like, you're going to distress them anyway, why bother? But that's okay. So I'm just going to have those 2 layers behind my photo, distress all those edges, which you don't need to watch. My background is still drying. It's off to the side. I'm really happy with how this is coming together and how it's going to sit on the page. I'm going to add some scraps of cardboard from some sort of packaging behind my photo strip here. And my ATG was being a bit of a jerk. Like, what is going on here? So, got it sorted now. I think I add some Scotch tacky glue to that as well. And I always write the date on the back of my photo, so I was just scribbling the date onto the back of the layout, because at some point I always end up covering the date on the back of my photo. Just sticking all my layers together, and I'm going to kind of curl up the corners a little bit and the edges. Just make some of those, like the distressing more distressed, I guess. Wow. I've had a couple of late nights just staying up trying to get things done, and my brain is clearly not functioning at a normal level while I'm doing this voiceover, so please accept my apologies if what I'm saying doesn't make sense. I knew that I wanted my photos to lay flat on the page, apart from that layer that I've got, those couple of layers I've got behind it. So I'm going to pop my cut file up, and I did add foam tape to all of that except for the letters that are overlapping my photo. I was going to give you a warning. If you don't want to see this, look away just for a second. But you did just see me hack off some strips from all 4 edges and then distress all the edges and make those tears a bit more torn. I really like that look. I really like the way this page comes together in the end. It's super fun. When I did my background, I did intend for the stripes to go horizontally, but then when I put my cut file and photos on top, I preferred it vertically, so I'm going to run with that. Just using some ATG around the edge and then some Scotch tacky on top of that to make sure it all stays together. And I'm just going to kind of plonk that in the middle, flip it over, smush it all down, get rid of any extra adhesive, and I'm good to keep going. When I was putting this together, I realised that on the left-hand side, I could have the top 2 C's so that they covered the edge of that painting. See how it's quite a harsh edge? I was able to line those letters up so that that was covered, which makes me happy because then it looks a bit more natural and not such a straight edge. Wanted to add some stamping to this. So I've got this, it's like a foam stamp. I got it from, I think it was Flutter by Designs. I'm sorry if that's incorrect. It could be Scrap Effects as well. I'm not sure. It is an Australian company. If you know whose it is, please tell me. But I just thought it was a bit fun, and so I decided to run with this one. Just something fun and a bit kind of busy, crazy fun. So that's what I did. I've used my Black Versa fine ink on that. I was just showing you there that I wasn't happy with the right hand side, so I'm going to tidy up my desk a little bit, dry off all this stamping, then I'm going to add some more of that watercolour. So I recently bought some of those they're reusable paper palettes. I've seen other people use them. I think they're fantastic, and I've always been like, I want to try those. So I finally got my hands on some, and I really, really like them. I did dry that off because I knew I wanted to come back in with some more stamping. And I am just stamping off the excess as well. You get all the different shades of grey, I'll say. I was going to say all the different shades of black, which is grey. Dry that off again, and I will show you so this is everything stuck down now. It was snowing in my craft room, so I was just tapping all that off. Now, I have also not challenged myself, but I have challenged myself. I have got so many supplies, and I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I think I've got 6 little bowls on my desk that are full of, I've got wood veneer, I've got acrylics, I've got flare badges, I've got all kinds of little bits and pieces. I've got a container full of these beautiful charms creations, and I'm like, right, let's see if we can get one thing, just one, on each layout that I create. So in this layout, I'm getting 2 on. I've got the charms heart in black and blue, and then I've got that orange flare badge, which matches my background perfectly, and that is from Dotty About Flair, but he's recently changed his name, and I can't remember what it is, but that's where that's from. I'm just going through the stickers and the ephemera. I end up using the ephemera arrow down the bottom, the swirly arrow, and then the little pot plant on the left hand side. These photos were taken at home, so I thought that was just a nice little embellishment. And then these bees, I saw them, I'm like, they are so cute. I also managed to get some black ink on the A, so I thought I could cover that up with an embellishment. As you can see, I'm trying with the little bees, but you will see in a sec that they come off. I did go through all the stickers here. So these ones come on 2 rolls, but it is like 6 sheets of the same little strip. I'm just going to stop for a sec. My son is up. Sorry about that. Child up out of bed after bedtime. I'm sure we've all been there and done that. So I think I was just saying that I end up taking those bees off. But look at these adorable little ladybugs. Aren't they the cutest? They're from the Puffy stickers. I loved that I was able to put them on. So 2 are facing the right and 1's facing the left. Love that. And then I was like, right, okay, I'm going to build like my 3. I'll build clusters kind of where these ladybugs are. I'll start those off. Pulled the bees back in because they're just so cute. I can't not have them. I'm going to stick these guys down, add some foam tape. Pretty sure that all 3 of the ladybugs end up being added with foam. No, they don't. I can't remember. I do have to stick them down, I know that much. So I'm pretty happy with how that's looking, I think. Oh yeah, so I'm going to go in and erase my pencil line. So I did put that pencil line there because I wanted to make sure that my cut file went on the page straight, because I knew that I was going to put my film strip on an angle. Some enamel dots. So I wanted to bring a bit more of that black around the page. I've got some black ones here. I'm going to follow where the ladybugs are again and do the 3 clusters of 3. So black ones. And then I think I use the yellow ones from this set as well. Yep. These are from Citrus Twist. And I'm just varying the sizes. So like where I started with the big black one, I have then put like a small, a medium size yellow. And then the 3rd colour I think is, I'm able to match the lighter blue in that rainbow. And so I just add 1 of those to each of those 3 clusters as well. So there's a big, a medium and a little one in each of those 3 clusters. I've got a ladybug and a bee in each of those clusters too. And I'm going to add my journaling in here. Something about the boys coming down to hang out, and they always have so much fun together. Crazy cousin antics, which is super fun. And then I'm going to add my date stamp down the bottom under the photo. You can see I'm just checking the date on the back. And I just stamp that off a few times. And then up the top as well, I add in, this is an Amy Tan stamp. I really love this one. I use it a lot. And it says, I have no idea. Hopefully you can read that. I can't remember what it says. I'll give you, no, what am I doing? Oh, that's right. I went around and I just added some more distressing to these, tore some of the bits out, stapled them down just to add a bit more interest and texture is what I'm trying to say. And then I'm going to staple those down and add a couple of staples to my photo cluster as well. This was a super fun page to put together. I have noticed that I haven't been doing as many mixed media layouts lately, and I do miss it, so hoping to get some more of those happening. So here is my video close-ups. There's a few close-up photos. I will make sure I link everything in the description box below. This was a super fun page to get, super fun page to put together, especially with that rainbow stripe in that cut file. And it was super easy to back too. I hope that you've enjoyed my share today. If you do have any questions, please make sure you drop them below. As always, thank you so much for choosing to spend your scrappy time with me. I really truly do appreciate it. I may not always answer your comments, but I always read them, and I always appreciate them. So thank you ever so much, and I look forward to seeing you in my next process video. Have a fantastic scrappy day, my friends.